1300 222 774 podcasts talking on known unknowns today. Let's get to your calls with Susan Davis over here from the United States of America. Mark in Croydon Hills. Morning to you, Mark.
Good morning, John. I'll tell you a funny thing that happened. I'm driving along with my mobile phone in the cradle near the radio, and as soon as you announced the show was going to be about podcasts, and you said the word podcast, automatically my podcast app on my phone opened on your command and started playing last week's episode of The Could Have Beens, which I'd missed out on.
Oh, no. Angus in Windsor, welcome to Known Unknowns, Angus.
Good morning. You're a personal hero, John.
That's almost tragic, Angus.
And you're actually a year or so older than I am, which makes you wiser, I assume.
Not at all. Go ahead. What did you want to join in and to say?
I want to understand the basic methodology of podcasting. I'm not on the net because I'm a disabled person, can't afford the net, and I don't have a mobile phone. Can I access podcasting?
I'm not sure. You certainly can at your public library or anywhere where the World Wide Web is free. And iTunes, the money comes from the people putting things up on iTunes. It doesn't come from you taking anything down.
Yeah.
So you can absolutely access it any way you can access the internet, but you do need to be able to access the internet to access podcasts.
Angus, for the price of a cup of tea or coffee, you can often get free Wi-Fi in a cafe.
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't have a mobile, John.
You don't have any gadgets at all?
No, I just have a landline.
Okay, then the next thing is your local library. And at the library, they now are all very much switched onto this stuff in order to help people. And your community house, local community houses also are very good. That's the best that I can offer to you, Angus. And yeah, I understand the digital divide. It's a huge problem for people like you.
Indeed, I'm housebound.
Yeah.
So that means I was one of the initial writers of the internet in terms of the primitives that drive access to files.
Right.
And now I have no access to the internet, an irony that I don't enjoy.
That makes it very difficult. Look, thank you for reminding us of just how, it's become an essential service, hasn't it, Angus? It's no different to power and water.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there are people who are
starved of it.
Starved and left behind. We wouldn't deprive you of electricity. We wouldn't deprive you of water. And our conversation yesterday about the NBN Co.
Yes.
It's exactly the same issue. There are people for whom this is absolutely vital, and we're not really yet taking their needs into account. I'm on your side, Angus.
Precisely, John, and thank you.
It's just I'm not in a position to do anything about it. I'm sorry. I say that with a smile in my voice, but I understand the irony.
Well, I hear the smile in your voice every morning.
Well, so. I'm glad we keep you company, Angus, and thank you for just giving us a glimpse into your position. Jamie from Pakenham says, I want to buy Angus a phone. Well, Jamie, if you're serious, send me another text and we can ask Angus to call back. But look, many text messages for Angus. People saying he deserves access to the same sorts of things everyone else should. And someone else saying, can't the NDIS provide people in Angus's situation with a phone? And look, I absolutely would like to think that the world would be like that. Angus called a few moments ago and told us in heartbreaking detail how he was missing out on all of this. Angus, please, can you call us back? I've got half a dozen or more people who are offering to provide you with a gadget. I've got people saying I'll pay Angus's data costs. Mal and Geelong says, and Jackie and Diana, a whole bunch of people are basically offering, heaps of them offering to provide you with an iPad or something similar. Could you call us back? And Angus, we can then make sure that we can put everybody in touch with everybody else whilst maintaining everybody's privacy, of course. But there are ways we can make this happen, and it's clearly something that's hit a nerve with lots of the people who are listening.